Okay, so this is part 2 of telling the time and writing clocks with the to the half hour. So we've looked at the hour hand being in the middle of our two numbers. So this would be 8:30. It's halfway past the 8. Now the minute hand is very important and it helps us to tell the time with more accuracy. So the minute hand is the long hand on the clock. It is this long one here. It is always moving as it passes, as time passes. So it'll be moving faster than the hour hand, but you may not see it moving unless you look very closely for quite a while, but it is always moving. Now the minute hand, we use the minute hand to show when we show half past, we draw it pointing at the 6. So it is always longer and it points directly at the 6. So on your notes, you need to write that the minute hand, it will always be pointing at the 6. This is because the 6 is halfway around the clock face. So it is a half. If you cut this in half, it has gone halfway around the clock face. Draw the minute hands on the clock. Now this is what I'm going to show you. What did we just say? It is always pointing at the 6. So it is always going to be pointing at the 6. So when you do it, it will always be pointing at the 6. We know it is half past 1, because the hour hand is pointing halfway between the 1 and the 2 here, and the minute hand is pointing at the 6. We know that it is half past because that is showing us. So your turn to do it with me. We know that it is half past 8 because the hour hand is pointing halfway between the 8 and the 9. So we can do the small one pointing, let me do that better, small one pointing between the 8 and the 9. You do that. And the minute hand is pointing to the 6. So our longer hand is going to be pointing to the 6. So make sure that you have that on your notes. Now you need to complete this sentence. We know it is half past something because the hour hand is pointing halfway between the 12 and the 1. The minute hand is pointing to the, that is why we know it is half past 12. Complete that sentence, please. Now it is your turn to practice what you understand. You take the sheet that you've already done the hour hands on. I need you to put the minute hands on to each one of those, showing that it is half past 6. Remember, here is our clock. There is 12, 3, 6, 9. It is always, let's say it is 3 o'clock. Our shorthand, it is always going to be longer. Our minute hand is always longer. All right. This video is going to stop now. You need to get your must-do task that you've already started and finish that one. After you've done that, check the list for what the next activity or the next step is. Thank you.